Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Takir. We're doing the first round of the losers bracket in Newbie Rumble 6. I am replacing Jono because we want to get the videos out as quickly as possible, and he's at the moment very occupied. Let's let the guns bear in. So this round is going to be Dim 1 versus Dim 1. So the Pharaoh versus the Sirico. One front sider, Craft versus a very big kind of like mobile turret, which I don't know, kind of like on a round thing. So let's see how this goes. The Pharaoh by Dim 1 started with 5,000 extra resources. So let's see this happen. Starting off with, we have the Pharaoh getting a couple of shots, but none of them hitting the target. Pharaoh hitting the target first, taking off a couple of blocks from the Pharaoh, but nothing major to the Circle. Oh, wait, the Circle's the one taking damage. Huh. These mini torpedoes are doing quite the damage here. Ooh, that huge torpedo. Blasting all that away. So far, the Pharaoh is dominating this match. It's interesting to see the same person do two designs and one dominating the other so bad. I guess this might be countering though. But the armor is still holding strong. There's a lot of armor on this giant turret, I guess. I haven't seen it fire in a long time. Don't know if it's still operational, probably. Because the cannons haven't like gotten a lot smaller. It can sustain a lot of damage, can't it? Is that heavy armor? So far the Circle is just losing abruptly, not even able to do any damage to the Pharaoh, and the Pharaoh is just dishing everything it has up against the Circle. Those cram shells didn't seem to do much there. Is that even a cram shell? I don't know what that is. Those torpedoes doing most of the work. There's a constant barrage of small torpedoes, probably to deal with the interceptors. Then two big torpedoes to deal with the rest. This seems to be cram cannon indeed. I think so. Might be a dum-dum. Is that APS? No, that's APS. That's an APS gun. Look at this constant barrage of small missiles. That's that can't be cheap though. The Circle is still holding, but not by much. Most of the front interiors aren't very useful. Most of it is at the back, so the main worry is first health going down, and after, is it even gonna be able to float? Oh, also an engine was hit, and also if the main gun is disabled, well, it can't really deal any damage now. But still hasn't dealt a single % of damage to the Pharaoh. These big guys. Are these medium? No, they're probably like island torps. Those seem to hurt a lot. Yeah, no, I doubt the Circles can win from that one. I hasn't seen it shoot much yet. I don't think the next round is gonna be much different. Watch me be completely wrong here. But the Pharaoh just not giving up, just constantly like shooting at the Circle and doing constant little bit of damage until those big torpedoes come up and do the rest, like the major damage. Oh, a couple of repair bots try and do anything they can. Oh, we're getting a little bit lean here. But yeah, this match is pretty much concluded. So let's get a little bit of a fast forward here. Okay, so to be fair, I don't think the M1's gonna care very much. Uh, the the Circle is definitely well, out of function. Most of its cannon has blown up. A lot of damage has been done to the front, and there's even starting to be some damage on the back. and the Pharaoh has not had a single scratch and is still doing very well in material, so I'm going to end it here. Let's say the first round goes to the Pharaoh. Okay, so let's get going with the second round of the same match. I think I lost my contestants. Oh, they're over there. So last time the Pharaoh kind of just destroyed the Pharaoh. I don't know. The Sirocco got destroyed by the Pharaoh. I think the same thing's going to happen again. So this cannon hasn't shot yet. Doesn't seem like it will shot. Oh, first shot here. Dealing around 0.3 damage, 0.3% damage to its opponent. Only minimal injury here. Can't even see where they came off from. The match still continues. I guess the Sirocco is already doing better than last time, but not very much. Hey, brought it down even more. Oh, a huge hit over here. Huge amount of blocks. Seems to have disabled something in the Pharaoh. Or maybe that front gun just isn't a turret, yeah. Maybe unbalance the Pharaoh just a little bit. Ooh, huge hit here. Taking off about like an entire side of armor on Pharaoh. This match is much more interesting than the last one, that's for sure. On the other side, Sirocco, still in a buttload of pain. A lot of those small torpedoes just missing. Those I think are meant to counter torpedoes. Another cannon shot missing. The Pharaoh, just judging by the health, doesn't seem to have been hit again. It's a lot of heavy armor. Once again, the Pharaoh is just repairing up while the Sirocco is not having a good day. Ooh. Maybe if you got a couple lucky hits, you could have done way better. But for now, it's not looking too good for the Sirocco. So once again, we'll go in fast forward mode because I'm not seeing this guy shoot again. Okay, so at this point, the Sirocco kind of just being paddled on, so we'll end this match and get to the Pharaoh. So the first round of the losers bracket goes to the Pharaoh. The Sirocco is officially eliminated. Okay, so round 2 of the Jono versus Johnstone. Last time the Sphinx got completely destroyed, but it's okay, it's okay. It's an old design. The detection is being taken out very quickly, as well as the basically anything that's not within the armor. Those guns seem to do the damage, necessary damage, anyways. Whoa, railguns, just spamming out damage. That seems like that hurts. The Sphinx once again on 0 materials, which means it can't shoot. Did I forget to give it materials or something? Okay, I'll be back. Yeah, it doesn't have materials. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first round of Sphinx 2 versus Jono. Actually, I ran 2 matches right before, but I forgot to give any material to the Sphinx, which I thought was pretty. I only gave no, just everything's in the gun, I guess. A huge gun. Yeah, but yeah, I forgot to give it any resources, so I was like, yeah, that's an old design. It doesn't work. Anyways, very funny. Took me 2 rounds to realize. The Johnstone doing less good than last time, still winning by a fair margin, but yeah, no, still doing the entire difference. Oh wait, I forgot. It has like 14k. Okay, let's do this like all over again. Custom battle. We're gonna load the Newbie Rumble presets, non-symmetric materials, because John will change the rules. I'm gonna add the two teams. First one is the Johnstone. Where's the Johnstone? Johnstone here, which costs 100, which costs like exactly the limit, so we're not adding anything. But this guy, Jono wrote me that he gets not the dumb idea. He is the Sphinx, 14,000 extra resources. So that's 34,894,000 resources. Okay. Trial 4 of this first round here. This was 11. So the first two matches again. The Sphinx having a whole lot more resources than previously. Hopefully, like, did I not get? We're just not gonna talk about it. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. So where's is the Johnstone 20k? Okay. Let's start this battle for like the 5th time now. 5th time this charm, right? 5th time's the charm. Okay. So they both have their good amount of resources. Let's see how this battle finally actually comes out. So once again, a whole lot of fire coming from these little railguns. It seems that one of their bullets can't quite break a block, but once 2 or 3 actually shoots, they manage to break a middle block. But because there's so many, the fire racks up so quickly that honestly, it doesn't really matter. Look at this. The damage is just definitely present. Anyways, the Sphinx doing much better than times where it didn't even have materials, or the time it only had like 3,000. Bullet coming down. Bunch of EMP. The Johnstone obviously doesn't have EMP weaknesses. Well, maybe it does. At least the Sphinx is not able to exploit them. Still, like, a lot of EMP coming in. If only it would hit the detection pod. Yeah, a huge weakness to missiles, I just realized on this vehicle. Anyways, it is still taking care of the Sphinx very, very well. I think the entire barrel just went up in flames. I don't know, maybe not. Oh yes, it did. Yeah. Oh, it's there. Okay. What was here? That's my question. Whatever. Jono, the Sphinx, not doing too well. Still trying to deal the damage necessary. Did deal. Oh. What did it take out? What was here? I feel like the AI wasn't back here. No, because it would be dead. Maybe. No idea. Something hit the Johnstone and completely took care of it. It is not really aiming anymore. Holy crap. That looks like that hurts. Okay, that's a whole lot of resources, and that's the engine. What was here? I'm guessing there was like 2 AIs, and that was the aiming AI. Oh, another crab bullet coming very close. The Sphinx getting one very lucky shot, and might actually win one round. Not gonna lie, I didn't expect this very old craft to win the round here. I mean, the ground bullets seem to do the trick. Doing a huge amount of damage on the side of this vehicle. Starting to have trouble staying up. Missing that shot though. It officially is under the health. The Jono is still repairing though. I think at this point it's even gonna get DQ points from going too far away. maybe I didn't enable the right presets, but anyways. Oh yeah, I know it's getting DQ points. If they both disappear, I'm definitely gonna blame this one on Johnstone because he kind of just like went away. This one's not moving. This one's a running away one. Oh, it's trying to turn. Maybe. Maybe not. We're coming in 30 EQ points. That's gonna be a win for the Sphinx. Yeah. Let's run this one again. Can we? Set up. Start for the next round. That was very interesting. I didn't expect the Sphinx to win. But anyways. Second round coming up with a huge nuke explosion in the middle. The Johnstone, once again, coming back. Hopefully for the Sphinx, it's going to be able to land that critical shot here. I'm very curious to see what was indeed in the back here. Seems like nothing, but some ammo. Maybe the entire ship ran out of ammo? Then he couldn't even turn. Oh, yeah, that's good. So the propulsion was down. But I don't know. Propulsion down and no more ammo? I guess all the ammo's clustered at the back? Not sure. I think when your guns are out of ammo, they still aim too. Oof, coming right over. Is that bullet gonna hit? Ooh, good hit on the side here. Doing minimal damage compared to earlier. Well, minimal. Still a lot of damage, but earlier it kind of cracked the entire ship open when one of these bullets hit. I mean, here hitting again. Once again, not the damage that we've seen before, but still some damage, which is not bad. Another bullet coming in here. Same spot. Barely anything. There might be something wrong with the cram cannon. I'm guessing. Seems perfectly fine. Is Sphinx gonna win this again? I don't. Oh god. Okay. Ooh. Oh, this is incredibly close at the moment. The Sphinx has the material advantage, that's for sure. Coming very, very close here. The bunch of AMP missiles. Those torpedoes are now disabled. The Sphinx winning right now in terms of health. But a huge explosion here. I'm guessing that was on the side of the Sphinx. Maybe some ammo got blown up. Not too sure. I know there was some ammo pods kind of exposed. So, what? Oh, okay. But yeah, so far everything's fine. He is losing a lot of health, but there's just a whole lot of blocks on here. And you can't kind of afford to lose some blocks. Is there some ammo here? No. No idea. How's the other guy doing? Still surviving, shooting away. I think what's definitely gonna do the difference is if the Cram's gonna be able to hit the boat again. And here we go, right in the middle of some of the remaining turrets, getting a huge hit, bumping one turret off, maybe even a second. No, a second just doesn't have turret restrictions. Johnstone, I don't know. Then one, don't forget your turret restrictions. I know this was a meme craft, but turret restrictions are still very important. Oh, another huge hit in the front, hitting whatever was here. And this is probably going to be the end for the Johnstone. Hitting the front here. Completely taking care of it. I really underestimated the Sphinx. Wow. Winning its 2 matches because I've run this battle 6 times now. And yes, I did forget to give materials originally to the Sphinx, but I still didn't think it would win. Damn. I am happily surprised. This does mean another probably complete elimination for Dim 1. Another one hitting in the back. Which is Well, out of his 3 ships, only one is still in the running by being able to beat one of his own ships. But he is a champion, so he did have restrictions. But yeah, I think this is a win for the Sphinx. Honestly, this fight was very entertaining, at least for me. Can't shoot anymore. I'm guessing there's a problem with all of them. So this one just, well, evidently there's a problem. This one still seems to still be there. A mix of steam and fuel engine here. And there he goes, complete stops. And his despawn, I guess the AI was hit, so this is a win for the Sphinx. Very, very sorry for that. This is a voiceover of the actual footage, because for the next two, combats, my computer decided to switch mics, so that's pretty great. But anyways, this is the Optimarauder by, who made the Optimarauder again? By Scribbles McGee, going up against the Skirmisher by Sir. And I remember the Skirmisher Sir explicitly saying in the Discord he hopes he won't lose a match. So let's hope that I will not lose 2 matches in a row again. So let's hope this won't happen. And here we go. So the Optimarauder launching its 2 behemoth well, that was a weird lag. I remember why too. 2 behemoth of torpedoes and launching a lot of missiles here. That's just a lot of missiles. The skirmisher here, shooting small heats. Not a very effective type of bullet, but might do its trick up against wood. But if you actually look inside the Marauder, there's a lot of heavy armor protecting the important parts, which means I don't think that HE will actually do anything. It's not heat, it's HE. Anyways, a lot of damage is being dealt here to the skirmisher, so let's go check out what's going over here. So over here, the main damage was definitely dealt by torpedoes, as you can see down here. A turret was already popped. Those large torpedoes do a lot of damage. Surprisingly enough. Well, not really surprisingly, but they do deal a lot of damage. Okay, one hit, the other one kind of just flew up the other way. Another turret popped. This is not looking good. But the back turret's still there. We might have a hope here if it turns around. The turret restrictions on it are not helping its case, that's for sure. And also, it's not really looking like it's doing any broadsiding. Anyways, shooting out its own missiles into oblivion. What's going on the other side? A lot of just missile torpedoes, which are EMP. I'm pretty sure I checked that later. And those large torpedoes doing most of the damage here. Just coming in. I don't know if well, I do know everything, but that cram is actually a modified version of the original Marauder, but it doesn't even seem that powerful at the end of the day, so I'm actually surprised it doesn't do more damage. Sorry for the dog, by the way. Okay, so once again, the skirmisher is kind of just being beat up at this point. The front turret's the only one that can actually aim towards the enemy, because it's not in proper broadside. The turret restrictions aren't on. Are completely popped, mostly by those huge torpedoes, which are doing most of the work here. The turret got harmed, but it's still working. A lot of those missiles are just missing, but barely. More missiles being dispatched by the skirmisher, trying to survive the Optimarauder, but at this point it's not looking very good. The Optimarauder on 92% health, 0.8, and the skirmisher on 82.8. We still have 7 minutes to go. I was cheering for the skirmisher here, but I'm thinking the Optimarauder has a very high likelihood of winning at this point. I doubt this secure turret is going to be able to do something. Maybe if it screws around like that a little bit, it's going to be able to join it into the action. Still doesn't seem to be doing that. Boom. Another huge hit in the... No, not even a huge hit once again. That modified cram is not doing that much damage. Okay, that turret is taking a whole lot of missiles straight to his face. I like the flares going up. Okay, so once again, the HE hasn't done much damage here. And is shooting a little bit everywhere. I think the detection might have gotten a little bit hurt. More and more torpedoes just coming in. I think I'm gonna fast forward here just a little bit, just to make sure, because this is getting quite repetitive and it seems to be a little bit one-sided, let's say. Okay, so well, this is still a voiceover. We can go back and do a little bit of a slower mode. So the big torp stopped shooting. I don't know why, but anyways, this is well, the other guy DQ'd. I think he was drowning. Not too sure what happened here. He kind of just died at one point. We can maybe see in the time lapse. But anyways, let's get on to the next battle already. So once again, the huge torps coming in. Yeah, sorry for the voiceover. I don't know, the recording kind of screwed my voice. So once again, these huge torps are the main damage here of this entire game. The HE bullets kind of also do some damage, but because of the HE protecting the rest of the ship, it's really not doing what it needs to be doing. And yeah, these weren't originally made to be time lapses, so I mean, it doesn't look like a time lapse. Another huge shot here, but mostly dealing armor damage. So the skirmisher is already doing better than before. Once again, not dealing any major damage, so that wood is coming off, but except that, nothing else is. That pixel art still makes me laugh. Okay, so yeah, no major damage being done here. I'm really hoping for the skirmisher to get like a couple good hits in, but it's not happening. A little bit tired here. A huge hit. Once again, just hitting armor. Nothing important. I guess that's what happens when you get such a big boat. I doubt this boat's actually within volume limit, but I mean, what can I say? One of my boats is also a little bit over the volume limit, so it's not that bad. I think the volume limit has never really been enforced in this tournament. But once again, the skirmisher is not doing the damage it needs. And the, well, the opposite marauder is kind of just taking advantage of it. Because of that, there's never like any critical hits on the other side, which is just gonna make this very long. So once again, we're just gonna go at it with the time lapse if you guys don't mind. Kind of a messy time lapse because it wasn't meant to be a time lapse. So I'm kind of zooming around, but good luck. Try not to get motion sick. Okay, so as you saw over here, we're just finishing the time lapse. The skirmisher just went down very far into the water. It came up, it racked up a lot of DQ points, but not quite enough to actually die here. It is still surviving, but kind of tipped into the water. Over here, something weird, very weird happened. The large torpedoes stopped shooting at one point once again, and I don't know why that happens. It's really weird. I can't quite seem to find why. Still on very high percentage of health and everything, like on 93. But anyways, so yeah, once again, the marauder, the skirmisher also just DQs. So that's once again this win to the Optimum Marauder. So now on to the next match. We're gonna have the Dumb Idea by Jono versus the Raven. The Raven over here, nice little boat. Not too sure what it's made of. No, okay, let's just Here's a dumb idea by Jono. I haven't seen this ship before. Oh yeah, I've seen actually that one being built in the discussion slowly throughout the time. Anyways, so we're gonna have these two fighting against each other. I wonder who's gonna win. These torpedoes look like they hurt a lot, so if the Jono can actually outrun them, we're gonna be fine. Anyways, let's start this matchup and see what happens. Immediately we see a couple of missiles coming in, and well, Jono, wait, he also has a big torpedo. Interesting. I can't really find it. Anyways, torpedo coming in to see the Raven. If that one hits, it might be able to do a job because the Raven seems pretty compact, but that probably means a lot of armor. Wait, maybe not, because that means it would, like, drown. Okay, so that's a lot of torpedoes, kind of just closing in on the dumb idea of Bajano. I haven't seen one of its big volley yet. That torpedo is starting to catch up. I wonder if it's gonna hit. Oh, let's not actually miss the other big torpedoes. So that one's coming in closely. That's a huge volley just coming off here. Two torpedoes coming directly against. Well, in the opposite way. One that's a lot smaller. I wonder what happened. Anyways, that hit seems to do a whole lot of damage, taking out a lot of the stabilizers in Jono's craft. Huge explosion, probably caused by another torpedo. I'm looking on the wrong side here. But anyways, that looks like that hurts. That's a lot of blocks. Dumb idea, already down to 87% health. Another torpedo, don't know where that one came from. Coming in here, taking out, well, almost separating the ship in two at this point, in this exact spot. Is that frag? I think it's all of them. Like, I think it's heat frag. I don't know. It's HE frag and EMP. I'm not too sure. Just a couple volley though. I'm feeling like only this one is aiming, so I don't think they're gonna shoot again. Also, both of them are almost out of materials. What the hell? How has that happened? We're even out of materials, and over here, the well, the dumb idea is almost out of. Oh, that turret just kind of just got punished there. Just got disabled. Anyways, yeah, that's weird. Really weird. How is it so low on materials? The dumb idea, it probably just got its material storage blown up or something. But I don't understand about the Raven. Oh, one last big torpedo hitting the side, taking out a lot of it. But sadly, with that amount of materials, Donald can't even repair up to the amount needed to, fight the other ship. By the way, the other ship also still moving. That means there's probably batteries in the ship. Wait, would batteries be written up there? I don't think so. Anyways, Jono's still surviving with his last materials. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be able to win, even if you use it to repair anything like that. So I might just stop the match here. Yeah, I think this is over. This match is over. Yeah, for sure. So, okay. Let's maybe restart. Okay. We're just gonna restart the match here just to make sure that it keeps interesting, because there was no way the dumb idea was winning here. The health percentage was too big, but let's run this match once again. One against the other. So a couple of missiles from the top coming in. These torpedoes taking a little bit too much time on my end, I think, to shoot, but there's probably a good reason for that. A huge volley here. These volleys are very good looking. Like, they're very satisfying, but they don't do a lot of damage, sadly. They did 2 damage, but for that size of a volley, this is pretty much nothing. Torpedoes are coming in. That torpedo, you see, is so much more like closer to the other. I think the Raven might need to shoot quicker, because the dumb idea is the torpedo was almost there already when the Raven's torpedo barely shot. Okay, and we're coming here for a second round of the huge volley. Should be shooting very soon. Those are so satisfying, but they don't do a lot of damage. And here we go, taking out the main detection pod, I believe, of this vehicle. I know, actually it was higher. Yeah. the dumb idea here. Getting hit, a savage hit here. A lot of EMP. Maybe another hit in the back, another hit on the side, and that's a lot of EMP once again. And I think that touched the AI. Is the AI dead or? I mean, another one's getting coming here. Ooh, that looks like that hurts. But it was already dead. The AI was dead. So that concludes that match. That means that the Raven is going to be moving on. That's going to be it for all our losers rounds. Very entertaining. A lot of back and forth. The Sphinx surprised me here. But from now on, Jono should take back over. So yeah, thank you for listening, and until next time.